Hi, I have in front of me the Humax HB-1000s Freesat HD box. It's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. It's PVR ready, which means we can add on an external hard drive, so we can actually use the unit to actually do recording. So although not having an internal hard drive itself, which a lot of the Humax more expensive models do, this is offering sort of a low cost option, but now you have the ability to add on. But it has lots of great things like free time and on-demand services that come on this unit here. So the really big advantage, of course, traditionally on Freesat is that you're getting 7-day EPG on satellite, which obviously is great, and also there's automatic channel updating. So it's not like a free-to-air box where a frequency change, you need to change it. All of this is automatically being updated for you. So what I'll do here is I'll give an overview of exactly what we'll get in the box, and then we'll give an overview of the actual unit, which we have set up on coming off our satellite feed here. So the first thing to note here is that this is the outer box it comes in. Okay, you have a user manual which is in English, and there's an ability there to extend your warranty, things like this. There's a card you can return directly to Humax. We have here a 3-pin plug with the external power unit. We have an Ethernet cable, and we also have a HDMI lead on it. And we have a remote control here. This really snazzy remote, really easy to use, and a set of AAA batteries. And we have the main event itself, which is the unit here. So if you just look at the front of the unit here, we can just see it's just really an ability to just pick up the IR sensor, and has a display on it. And if we turn around and look at the back of the unit, and I'll actually come to the front of the box quickly for this. What I'll say in relation to that is we have a satellite input. We have the ability then to do RCA output in terms of video and audio. We have a USB port here with a HDMI port and an SPDIF as well. We have a USB and Ethernet connection, and also then we have the power unit there as well. Okay. So so it's pretty cool in terms of how we'll do it. It's a very neat design and a very compact box. So if we just come along here, we actually have this set up, we'll say, on one of the channels here. So just to give you an idea of the interface that we're going to have here, if I just come along here and I press the OK button, if I press it a second time here, we can just do watch now, there's audio options, things like that. But even more useful here, if I come down along and I actually go into TV Guide here, what we can see is we have a now and next service. So we'll see what's on this channel and a range of other channels in the same list area here. But what we can do is I can simply come along and I can hit the forward button, and it'll extend this out to a longer period. And we can see now it's moved on to tomorrow, and then do it again. So we're on a Thursday, a Saturday. We move all the way forward, and what you can do, we'll say, is you can set a reminder for it, or indeed if you had your hard drive added on, what you can actually set up is a recording ability within it. Now if I hit the home button, which is the button on the remote control surrounded by the green circle, what we can do here is we can just look through the different options we have. Okay, so maybe I'll just go back up here to the we'll say on demand here, for instance, is one of the services that we have here. So we have all of the players here, etc. The BBC player, Channel 4 on demand, Netflix, all the rest of it. So what you'll find is that certain of the ones, like the BBC player, they'll be geo-blocked if you're outside the UK. So it's seeing as your IP address in the UK or outside. So there's certain channels you aren't allowed access. Now there's ways around it, things like that, but some of the services then that you're willing to pay for, they're able to access directly in YouTube, things like that. So what you really have is, in terms of the connections you're going to have on this box, what you're going to have is you're going to have the satellite connection, but also of course the Ethernet connection as well, to be able to allow you to try to access this. And to get back out there, you simply hit the home button again, you go back to the main menu, and you come down again, and showcase again is online services that are available there that you'll be able to come along and select, and it's coming from an online service again. Okay, so we'll just go back and we'll go into settings. So here we're able to do things like parental settings, etc. And that's all the setup there, your network setting, etc. will come down then into, we'll say, help and information or recordings here. So if we had actual recordings, what would have here happen at this point is if we had an external hard drive on, it'd pop up and you'd have your recordings directly onto it, okay? Now, one thing just to note, and Humax warns on this, is that the format there might be mean that it'll be difficult to play it back, let's say, on a PC or something afterwards there, so they have their own particular formatting in terms of the recording there. But generally people obviously playing it back in their own main boxes here. So you can just scroll through the services there. So it's just quite, it's quite a great box. Like here in Ireland, we are a little bit more limited in terms of the overall service we can get in the box compared to what you can get in the UK, because they have the online thing. But as I said, even without that, would say, I still find it a really tremendous box. And if you look at the high-end Humax boxes, they're probably coming in at almost 3 times the price that this unit here is. So it's great to be able to buy a unit like this and come along, add on the external hard drive, and you have an awful lot of the flexibility that goes with the things. There was a number of different brands in the market that had been making Freesat boxes, but over a period of time, Humax has really come to dominate the top end of the market, simply because the functionality in terms of like, does it work every time? Is it incredibly reliable? All the rest of it. Humax was able to separate itself from all its competitors, and this particular model here is no different than that, because it's just a tremendously easy model to use, and I certainly think there's going to be huge demand in the Irish market for it. In terms of the price point it's at, there's no real obvious competitors, because any of the 1 or 2 competitors they have left, the price point is relatively similar, but the build quality and the options that are on it aren't as good as what's on the Humax HB-1000s Freesat HD box, which is available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie.